This is a test of the Australian version of the Cougar open source high voltage controller. Just starting off up on a hill, very smooth takeoff, no jerks. I'm driving a 1985 Cougar, which has a clutchless manual gearbox. This type of setup is very difficult to reverse in. You have to have a separate pot box or resistor wired in to lower your power for reverse, otherwise it jerks backwards, even with the Curtis, which normally doesn't have a jerk. With this controller there's no problem, you don't need the second pot box. Go around a curve here. We'll pick it up a bit here. We're pulling almost 300 amps, we've already got up to 75. The noise you hear is the gearbox. It's a 25-year-old gearbox. You normally don't hear a gearbox in a petrol car because the petrol motor drowns it out. In this one, all you can hear is the gearbox. I'll turn around down here and we'll come back up the hill. We're going to reverse into a driveway here. Normally, with a Curtis or a Logi systems, you would need to reduce the power. With this one, no problems at all. You want to reverse or any low gear. This first gear we're starting off in. Normally you wouldn't do this, but it's very smooth. I'll go straight to third. Flat piece of ground here, I'll just try the reverse again. You want it slow, it's slow. You want it quicker, no problems. That would not have been possible with a Curtis or a Logi systems. I had a Curtis for 3 years until it gave up. I had to have the second pot box wired under the dash for reverse. The Logi systems last about 6 months and then I made a mistake and blew it up. But that had a nasty jerk in any gear and reverse was dangerous. This is a digital controller and requires no reduction. It is just infinitely controllable. You have no problem. A couple of minor hills in front of us here. They're certainly no problem to this car. Turn around here to take it for at least 7 or 8 k's to warm it up, and then I'll see if I can get a temperature reading of the controller. the controller up, I'll push 200 to 300 amps all the way. Doing about 250 an hour, 280, 250. We're up to 80 kilometers an hour, pulling almost 300, up to 85. Sitting on 90 kilometers an hour, sitting on 300. Going up a slight hill here, but when we get around the bend in front, there's a reasonable hill that when I had lead acid batteries, many times I had to pull over the side of the road and wait for the batteries to recover before I could get up it. This is after doing 40 or 50 kilometres and batteries weren't that good. Should be coming up to the hill around this bend. Yep, this one will do. Now, there's absolutely no problem here. I've got lithium ion batteries and this controller would eat it. And I have to slow down for my corner. No problems. When I pulled up, I took 1 or 2 minutes to hook the computer onto the controller under the bonnet. I don't have a long enough lead to have it running in the car, and at that stage it was reading 35 degrees, the heat spreader. It would have only been a couple of degrees warmer than that.